Let's get ready to rumble! He's taken another one, and Howard Foster has stopped it! Wow!
This is Thomas Lyons on Reps on TV. I'm down here at York Hall for the public workouts. I had Anthony Joshua's world title defence against Alexander Povetkin on the weekend. Fortunate to be joined by his trainer Rob McCracken. How's everything going, Rob?
Yeah, all good, not bad.
Yeah, so in terms of giving an assessment of Joshua's training camp for this particular fight, mandatory challenger, and without overlooking future fights that have been in the pipeline, what's the whole overall sort of strategy that Joshua's been able to implement in his last few fights?
He's done more sparring. He's done more sparring than normal. Povetkin's obviously a serious challenger, very dangerous, top 3 heavyweight in the world, very powerful. So, you know, Anthony's took him deadly serious, has prepared long and hard, and he's looking to implement his game plan on the night. But you know what a fight's like, it unfolds, anything can happen. But AJ's ready, and you know, he's had plenty of sparring with good fighters, so you know, he should be perfectly prepared.
So in terms of mandatory challenges, the Alexander Povetkin, this is his second massive stage on a stadium fight. The first at the Principality against David Price, and now facing the best heavyweight in the world, put it like that, with 3 world championship belts. Do you think, in terms of the wider boxing fan base, that they're potentially overlooking Povetkin and his threats?
No, I don't think so. I think people in the boxing game know the danger of Povetkin. He's a serious operator. Him and Wilder nearly fought a couple of years back, and now he's boxing Josh. He's a mandatory challenger. Yeah. You don't go out and go, oh, we'll box Povetkin. He's a mandatory challenger. You either fight him or you give your title up. Josh don't give titles up. He's worked hard to get them, and he's willing to defend it against Alexander Povetkin, who's obviously a really good fighter, a serious threat.
Yeah, and in terms of Povetkin's resume, only suffered the 1 defeat to Klitschko. Do you think it's going to be sort of a case where Josh is going to find the first few rounds to suss him out, or do you think Povetkin's a real danger?
I think so. I think he'll be dangerous while he's in there. He'll be dangerous every round, as you saw with Klitschko. He was still throwing left hooks all night long, even when he'd been hurt a few times and outboxed by Klitschko. He's a real danger, but Anthony's coming somewhere towards, you know, the peak. He's still learning, but you know, Anthony's a young man, has youth, has ability, has experience, and has reach already going for him. So you know, it's the right fight at the right time, but obviously dangerous. It's heavyweight boxing. We saw with Lennox Lewis the career he had, but you know, there's a couple of losses that he easily avenged, but it just shows you the difficulties and how good he was as well. And
also Joshua has the superior attributes in a lot of ways: physicality, aggression, and power punching. How do you think these attributes are going to, in terms of the early rounds, how Povetkin's going to be able to soak up the punishment?
I think Povetkin's well drilled. He's not as easy to hit as he looks. He moves his upper body a lot. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's a threat. So I think Anthony's got to control him with the reach, move his feet when he needs to, not sit there exchanging hooks. And the fight will unfold. But one thing for sure, it'll be a great fight.
And the heavyweight landscape at the moment is obviously thriving across all weight divisions. British boxing's booming. See, Wilder Fury's been talked about, first press conference next Monday, and in terms of their fight getting underway in December, do you see the winner of this clash potentially fighting the winner of that in April?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have hoped that they all box each other along the way, because that's what heavyweight boxing is all about. And you know, Anthony's happy to box anybody. You know, 2 very good fighters in Fury and Wilder out there, and then obviously Tyson's back up and running now. So the landscape's big, and there's some great fighters, and heavyweight boxing's booming, but it's dangerous. Anything can happen. So that's why everyone's gripped. That's why Wembley will be full. And you know, there'll be big figures for watching. It's going to be a great fight, and hopefully over the next year or 2, Anthony comes past Povetkin, we can see them all box each other.
Yeah, and AJ, since he made the transition from the amateur ranks to the pro game, he's always talked about the long term, the longevity of the sport, and to be able to achieve his long life dream of becoming a unified world champion. But it's not to stop here to push on for the next, say, 10-15 years before he retires. Is that the ambition that AJ has?
You just take boxing one fight at a time, and you take it one round at a time. It's a dangerous sport, but Anthony's perfectly poised, and he's ready, and it'll be a fantastic fight Saturday, and he'll look to push on Saturday night and push on from there. And the future will be good.
And there's a lot of Olympic chemistry between the two, both Olympic gold medalists. Do you see it being obviously having the element of the explosiveness early? Do you see it being a sort of a cagey affair to start with?
I just think you've got to be smart. It's boxing. It's not about not taking too many shots. So take as little shots as possible. So the second half of the fight, you have enough energy to carry out your game plan. But yeah, two great fighters, two former Olympic champions, going to be fantastic, and obviously, you know, AJ is going to do it.
Yeah, and Rob, I know you've got to get on now, and I appreciate you giving us some of the time on the platform. Thomas Lyons, Raps on TV, Ron McCracken, wish you all the best for Saturday night, and hope to speak to you soon. Top man, cheers.